Welcome to Nigeria. I'm supposed to open my shop. I never open shop. I don't find that. I told you since 7 o'clock.
Honestly, it's been a while. All this stress, why are you bringing me here? Stress? Yes. The passport? Yes. It wasn't stressful, my sister. It was online payments now, got appointment date, and I'm here to capture. No. Very seamless. I actually paid somebody 2.7 to get my passport, visa, and all those things for me. Yes. I'm going to US next week. Yes, you don't need to come and sit down here all day and so what about your passport? Because he said he will get everything for me. As in everything. I don't think somebody can get passport for another person.
No, you don't know the right people.
Are you serious? I'm telling you, you don't know the right people. If you know the right people and you have your money,
they will disturb you.
Senior officer approaching.
Morning,
sir.
Morning.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are your guests?
I'm not fine because I'm not telling you I'm fine now.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome all of you to Nigerian Immigration Service Passport Office. How are we all doing today? Oh, very well. My name is DCI Anthony Joshua. I'm the Passport Control Officer. I want to talk to you on some few things. I hope I won't take much of your time because we are working, my officers are working hard. Very soon we are going to commence the country. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to make an address and then you ask questions. Is that clear?
Yes.
So just like I said, I hope all of you have your appointments today.
Yes.
I know you are law-abiding citizens and you are going to listen attentively to what I'm going to say. Is that clear?
Yes.
Very well. Now I'm going to start with the passport issuance process. Nigerian Immigration Service has upgraded the passport application process. We have simplified the whole process now. Even from home, the market, even in your farm, you can apply for Nigerian Immigration Passport. Just log on to the website, and then you key your information, and then the site will display appointment dates, the available dates for you to select any at your most convenience. And then you select the day you feel will be available. Once you select on that day, you appear with all the required documents.
I see them, they never capture you.
Are we together?
They never capture me and they come.
Is that clear? So please, I'm so sure that all of you have gone through the same process. That's why you are here. And please, for your information, if you are applying as a fresh applicant, after acquisition, the waiting period is between 6 weeks. Then you get your passport. But if it is renewal, the waiting period is just 3 weeks. Are we together?
Yes.
Fine. We did that to make things very easy and simple. Then the second thing I want to talk about is the issue of smuggling of migrants. What do I mean by migrant smuggling? I know a lot of you will feel, what are you talking about? You came for passport. You are talking about smuggling of migrants. Now what we are doing is, we are sensitizing the public and we want to start from you people on issues of migrant smuggling. We want you to understand that a situation where somebody collects your money and say he wants to process passport for you without you even appearing before immigration service. He will do visa for you and even take you outside this country and promise you job. I want you to understand that this person is deceiving you. They will lie to you that they are taking you through the airport. Most of them don't use the airport. They will use the land borders or the sea, and they will make sure they follow routes that there are no immigration officers or security agencies. On the process, are you hearing me? On the process, you'll be attacked by armed robbers, kidnappers, you'll be killed along the way. And when they are pursuing them, immigration officers are positioned, and we are looking after them. It's a crime against the government of the country, and we are looking after them. And because of immigration, once the site immigration officers, they will abandon you, and in the days that they will run away and leave you, and before you know it, you are attacked. Even eventually, if they successfully take you outside this country, you'll be watching movies, you see people dying in the sea. They will promise you they are taking you by air, but you find a way through tube. They are taking you quickly by the sea using tube and vehicle, and before you know it, a lot of people have died. A lot of your relations and friends that travel out, you may think they are over there, they are no more. We want to encourage regular migration. We know we love you and we know you are law-abiding citizens. We don't want situations where they will go and kill our citizens. They will promise you they want to take you outside this country. They promise you it's all juicy. It's a lie. It's not true. The right thing to do is to apply for your passport by yourself. Appear before immigration office, process your passport, get your passport alone, apply for your visa, go and attend the visa interview properly. If you meant to travel outside this country,
acting CGI,
follow the legal way.
senior management staff of the service.
They promise you they will take you to America.
Please, I've been directed that we should pause this video for now because we are trying to manage our time. May I now invite to take the stage for a short drama presentation. Please, the drama group, you have the platform. Thank you.
The Acting Controller General of Nigerian Immigration Service, all protocol duly observed. I'm DSI EA Iwago. I'm here to introduce to us a play we titled Happy Customer. It's now a norm that we can no longer talk about Nigerian Immigration Service without passports. We hear a lot of complaints about passports. What are these applicants doing wrong or doing right that is leading to these complaints? What is NIS doing about it? We try as much as possible to sensitize our people. From the short clips you watched, this is a drama from migration on passports. Without letting the cat out of the bag, please permit me to invite my incredible team to entertain us and as well as enlighten us. Thank you.
Abu, how far now?
Baba, I do. How far?
I'm a long time.
I'm on OC. How your side?
I'm my brother.
How family? How the country they roll you now?
I'm no be smart, you know.
Brother,
No be
we
smart,
just
you
manage
know.
the country. As it be like this, you know they easy. Oh.
Country hard, I swear. Country hard.
Oh my guy, correct. I get correct updates for you.
Come on, tell me, I beg. You know,
As I talk to you like this, I dey jackpot come from this country tonight.
Imagine.
I tell you.
Imagine. It can't be now way they tell me.
Bros, no vex. Anything is plenty for
you fuck up, wallahi, you fuck up.
from the country like this. I don't dey calculate plenty.
Imagine.
You understand?
Can't be now way they tell me.
No vex now. Based on my main G, you understand?
You get wetin I don dey reason since. This Japan matter, I don dey reason am. Take your passport stuff.
That won't be problem now, bros. That won't be problem. I get correct me.
I don't try.
I get short plug.
I beg, give me your
contact. We go help you run am. That won't be problem.
Oh, Allah.
But the problem with the guy be say, they hear me, the problem is say the guy they charge too much.
Oh boy.
You understand?
But money not be issue now, guy.
I believe you.
Just give me the contact.
No, Allah will give you.
Make I reach Musa Market. I don't tire for this place.
Make I follow you now.
Make I go find wetin I go.
All right.
Stress too much, man.
What is happening? This man's number is not going through. What will I do? This man is useless, so it's very wicked idiot. Since how many months now I've not heard from this idiot? Hey, God, immigration people. Good afternoon, sir. Please, I'm looking for anybody that I can complain to. Please, I have problem. I can't relax. I beg, show me where I can complain to. Where? Good day, Yes, sir.
Hello, you're welcome.
Sir,
Thank you,
please,
ma'am.
I'm looking for one Mr. Paul. I gave him 185,000 naira. This is 3 months. I've not heard anything from him. Can you imagine?
Okay, I need you to calm
I
down.
can't calm down. Look at 3 months now.
Okay, I need you to calm down. Apologies for that. Okay, you gave it to Mr. Paul.
I gave Mr. Paul 385,000 naira for passports.
Okay, what I will suggest is I will kindly direct you to the Servicom
Sir,
unit.
you have been directing me. Everybody have been directing me. I need my money.
I understand, and apologies for that. I need you to calm down. Your money will be refunded, or the service will be provided for you as far as you've made payment. For that, I will need to direct you to the Servicom office. They are better well equipped to handle such situations.
They will give me my money back?
Yes,
Please, where is the place?
just on your way out by the right. Thank you very much for coming.
Good day, ma'am. Good day, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ma, please, I'm looking for one Mr. Paul. I gave you 185,000 naira. This is 3 months. Madam, please, people should give me my money. He has not called me. Nothing has happened.
Okay, please, ma, can you sit down?
I can't sit down, madam. Please, I am serious.
Oh. Ma'am, how did you meet this Mr. Paul?
A friend of mine gave me his number. We have been chatting on WhatsApp. Immediately, I gave him the money. Oh, I did not hear anything from him again.
How did you meet him? Where did you meet him that you gave him the
WhatsApp
money?
now. I've been chatting. He said in the next 3 days, I will get my passport. This is 3 months. His number is switched off.
This is not good at all. Wow, I must confess, we really cannot ascertain whether it's an officer you gave the money
Madam
to.
is an officer, immigration officer. I need my money on my passport.
How do you know that this is an immigration officer? Because you spoke with him online, and that doesn't ascertain that he's an immigration officer.
He's posting things about immigration.
That still doesn't ascertain that he's an immigration officer.
Madam,
Ma'am,
please,
can I have
money.
your name? Can I have your name, please?
My name is Amina Abdullahi.
Okay, Mrs. Amina Abdullahi. Mrs. Amina Abdullahi, yes, you are the right spot. Be rest assured that we are going to do all that we can do to help you get your money back. Because as it is, we cannot ascertain whether it's an officer or a tout. And that's why the service has always done jingles. Do not patronize touts. They are everywhere trying to scheme you. But Mrs. Amina, be rest assured that you are at the right place. And whatever we can to get your money out, we will do that. Please. But before we start, can I give you a complaint form to fill, please?
Madam, Danla, how will this form give me my money? Will he give me money? Or no, the officer that collected my money?
No, ma, please calm down. Calm down. We'll work together to be able to resolve this. Please calm down. Please sit down and fill out this complaint form for us. Let us have all the applicant's information. Do have this pen, please, ma'am.
I should fill this.
Yes, please, ma'am. Ma'am, can I enlighten you a bit about the Nigerian Immigration Service?
Go ahead, madam.
Are you aware that you would have been able to do this process yourself?
Really?
Yes.
How?
Visit our website, www.immigration.gov.ng.
Really?
It's actually there. It's well explainable and self-detailed. With your payment, then you go ahead and choose a required appointment, a preferred appointment date. Then on that appointment date, you come to the office and do your biometrics. In due course, your passport will be out.
That's simple.
Very simple. And in case you need to track the status of your application, you can also do that online. Just go to track.immigration.gov.ng and you click in your application ID and your reference number.
That's
and the status of your application, yes.
Wow.
You can track it from beginning to the end of your process, up to the collection time. Then also, in case you have queries to make, you can also call our contact line 091 219
This is Mrs.
00655.
I'm here to pick my passport. I told her I had an interview with the embassy in 2 days. And you're telling me that my passport is not ready. Me, I cannot take that, oh. You said my NIN. What has my NIN got to do with the passport? See, I did that NIN 6 years ago. And hey, listen to me, listen. See, you go see Grace today, oh. Wallah, you go see Grace. I go show you Grace today. What do you mean by that? Before we started, you agreed that you are going to deliver in 1 week. And I gave you money for express. Now you're telling me that my passport is not ready. See, I go call the minister. You go call your CG. This immigration people, they hear say una dey do nonsense today. You go see grace. I will not live here today. I don't know the drama you're going to do. I don't know whatever you're going, but you must give me my passport. Today you must give me my passport. Nonsense. Look at this man. He dey crazy. People like say you don't know who you dey meet, who they deal with. Nonsense. Let me even look for who to talk to. I cannot take this nonsense. So after paying you huge amount of money, in fact, that office they captured me. They said I want passports. I can't remember, but let me look for the office. They said I hear passport something. Let me go in. Officer, good afternoon. I don't need that calling of attention. I won't complain. Person why give money to passport for me, and I'm supposed to pick it today. Tell me say the passport is not ready. I beg. I need to complain. I don't calm down. This person here. Okay. Officer.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good morning. You're welcome, ma. Thank you.
See.
Okay.
As I dey here now, I'm ready to bring this office down.
Okay.
I need my passport.
Yeah.
I met one Mr. Musa.
Okay.
I gave him money to do express for me.
Okay.
We agreed that I will come in here to pick this passport in 2 days.
Okay.
Now I tell you that my passport is not ready. I need my passport.
I need you to calm down, ma. Hello.
I know they calm down.
Sorry. I need you to calm down, and my apologies for that. Who did you say you gave your money to?
Mr. Musa, Mr. Musa, yes.
And you captured?
Yes, they captured me in this office.
Okay, I need you to calm down. We'll get it sorted out.
Just to renew my passport.
Don't worry, we'll get it sorted out.
Okay.
Can I please have your enrollment number? Do you have it with you? A 7-digit number when you came to capture, they give you.
Is it the small paper they gave me?
Yes, it's in 7 digits. Yes, let me have it, please.
Now this paper they gave me.
Yes, let me have it. Okay.
This one.
Thank you. I need you to calm down. Everything will be sorted out.
I'm not coming down.
Just give me a minute, please.
All people must give me my passport.
Okay.
Oh God, God. I have interviewed in 2 days.
Okay, ma, please, may I know your names, ma? Your surname, what is it?
My name is Ajayi Tope.
Okay, your father's name is
Ajayi.
Ajayi, and your surname is?
My surname is Ajayi. My first name is Tope.
Okay. This is the issue.
Which issue?
No. It can be sorted out. Trust me. I need you to calm down, ma. Okay, I have Tope Ajayi as your first name and Ajayi as your surname on your passport. And on your NIMC, I have Ajayi as your surname and Tope as your first name. So which is the correct one? Which one is your correct?
Okay, see my passport here.
Okay, let me have it here.
The name where they here now,
Oh, yeah.
Ajayi Tope, this is the correct one.
Okay, this is the correct
my
one.
NIN.
Okay.
This is the name.
Okay, I need you to take a look here. You will see that this your first name is Tope, and this one is this your surname is Tope, and this your first name is Ajayi. So I think this is the reason why we've not printed. You know, NIN, that is National Identity Card Management, and also Nigerian Immigration Service are now merged together to create one identity. Tope Ajayi and Ajayi Tope are two different identities. So I will need you now to go to NIMC office, Google it. I think they are in zone 3 here in the headquarters, Abuja. Go there, go and ask them for rearrangement of names.
Hey!
Once it's done, I need you to calm down, ma'am. Sorry about it. Once it's done, come back here. If you don't meet me, you will meet my colleague, and I assure you your passport will be printed out with the fastest possible time.
Give me my passport.
I'm sorry, ma. Didn't they send you a message?
I received one message now, but I did not bother to do anything about it because I already paid somebody to do the services. Why am I the one doing it myself? What kind of a thing is this?
My apologies about that. Next time you don't ignore. You know, we have a platform called the APRS, Automatic Passport Reminder System. It automatically sends you a message whenever there's a problem with your passport or when it's ready for pickup.
So you mean to tell me that I shouldn't have even paid anybody to help me get my passport?
There was no need for that,
because the things you're asking me to do now is something I've already paid someone to get for me.
Yes, ma. There was no need for that.
Oh, what kind of a thing is this?
Apologies for that, ma. Yes,
if
ma.
I finish with this NIMC, are you going to give me my passport?
Just come here. We'll process it with the fastest possible time. Thank you for coming, ma.
Hello, Mr. Ali. Honestly, this is so unprofessional. Seriously unprofessional. This is 7 months, for God's sake. 7 months. Yes, 7 months. Well, I really don't have time for that right now. I'm in your office.
Yes, I decided to come myself today because every time I call you, it's either you drop the call on me, you tell me you call me back, and I don't hear anything from you. Yes, I'm in your office. So where do I meet you now? Hello? I can hear you loud and clear. Why are you acting as if you can't hear me? I can hear you. Hello? Hello? Did you see you drop the phone on me? Oh no. Let me look for someone to complain to. This is crazy. Good morning. Please, I need to speak to somebody right now. I have a complaint. Just direct me to whoever is going to attend to me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good morning, sir.
You're welcome, ma. Please, kindly have a seat.
I am not sitting down. This is not a sitting down matter at all.
Okay.
I paid somebody the sum of 750,000 naira for the past 7 months.
Okay.
To do something on my passport, to get my passport done. Okay. And all I'm hearing is stories. The idiot even called the call on me right now when I called when I was here.
Okay. 750,000 naira for a passport.
Yes.
Okay. I will kindly direct you to the Servicom office. They are very, very well equipped to handle such
situations. I thought they said you that go to attend to me.
Yes, ma. Don't on your way on the down hall, just by your right, ma. Thank you for coming, ma.
Excuse me. Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon, ma'am. I was told you are the one I have to meet. You are the Servicom officer, right? Please, right now I am really, really irritated.
Wow.
From here is either you answer me or I go on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Threads. And the whole world will do everything that is going on right now.
Madam, please take it easy.
Taking it easy.
Take it easy.
I call one of your officers, I gave him money to get my passport done for me.
Wow.
750,000 naira for the past 7 months. Only for the stupid idiot to call the call on me right now.
Wow, I'm truly sorry for the experience you've had.
This has to be more than sorry, oh.
I'm really sorry, yes. I'm really sorry. Please, you are at the right place. And be rest assured that your issues will be resolved on this desk, please. Please sit down so that we can talk, ma'am.
Just let me know what has to be done. This is not a matter of
okay, ma'am.
down.
I would like to find out some information before I'm able to get into the investigation of your issue. Please, ma'am, I'd like to find out, how did you meet this Mr. Man that took
when I came to your office, the day I came to apply for this.
Okay.
I was at the gate, and as your officers at the gate will ask you, what are you here for? Who are you going to see? I told them I came to get my passport done. Oh. And they called this young man. The person called him on phone. He came there to meet me. Wow. He's one of your officers here.
Wow. Okay, what are you changing I'm
changing 2 of my names, my middle name and my first name, and I'm also changing my age.
Wow.
I'm changing my age from 1995 to 1985 to year 2000.
Okay.
Which is 15 years only.
Okay. What documents did you provide for this process?
I gave him my declaration of age and my NIN.
Oh, just that?
Yes. That was what he told me to give him.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I truly apologize again.
You have been apologizing.
I truly apologize again.
It's already a language. What's next? What next?
Okay, ma'am. You met this man at the gate.
Yes.
And that is what we keep saying. You cannot ascertain that this is an officer.
Don't tell me that. I cannot ascertain what?
Mama,
please take it easy. An officer in your compound here?
I'm so sorry. Please, ma'am. Please, ma'am, you need to be calm. We can be able to resolve this, but you have to be calm. Because we were not there when you transacted this business with the individual.
So what next?
Please, ma'am, we cannot ascertain that this is an officer. And like I have told you earlier, if it's an officer, be rest assured that you're going to get your money and your process. But if it's not an officer, we might not advise any. But the change of name you are doing,
yes,
15 years, and you gave this man just NIN and your attestation.
Yes.
That cannot suffice. There are documents that are needed for change of data. Yes, ma'am. Please, can you calm down? Let me educate you a bit. Please, ma'am. Ma, please, can you fill this complaint form? Because we have to investigate this process before we can actually ascertain that it is what was done was extortion or a process default. Please, ma'am, you would need a court affidavit of age. You also need a court affidavit of name, alongside with the NIN you already provided. You need a first school living certificate. You need a WAEC or any other certificate to add to what you have given.
You didn't tell me all this now.
Yes, ma'am. That's why you should always, at any time, go to the proper channel. You either visit our website or you go to the front desk. Okay, in addition of what you need, you also need your driver's license. That is if you drive. You need a voter's card. You need a BVN. All of these documents are to ascertain that the name that you're changing to, alongside with the age, is what is already in use. Then any other supporting documents can be included in all of this. Then you come with that, you can visit our website, www.immigration.gov.ng. You fill it out. You have to pay a passport payment and an administrative charge payment. Then you come with all the documents I have earlier mentioned, with those 2 slips. Visit the PAPC. Meet them at the front desk. All of these documents will be taken from you, and your biometrics taken. In due course, your passport will be out. Like I said again, apologies for the experience you have had. We are going to follow up, investigate, and make sure that whichever culprit is nipped, my guy will face consequences as well.
I really hope so.
Make a capture.
You know,
All right, thank you very much.
today, I can't capture.
How you take John?
I pay online. I do like John.
Online thing they work.
They work.
Online thing they work.
John do it one now.
I pay money make he do my own for me.
Now you tell me you come
Now you
today.
say make I come to say today my appointment.
Now wow. No wahala. Make I see wetin dey happen
No
for
wahala.
here. Well done o. Good afternoon. I pay online, so they tell me
Oga,
say
where you
today na
dey?
my capturing day. So I say make I come
Shey
and
Ushagari?
capture today.
Okay, I dey come there now.
Where I dey go? All right, thank you very much. Well done, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Am I at the right place? Okay. I paid online, so I was given today as my capturing date. So I don't know. Maybe I'm.
Okay, you're at the right place.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Friendly service.
Thank you very much.
Okay, this is your first time applying for a passport?
Yes.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
I need you to sign here, sir.
Okay. Yo, wow.
Sign here.
Okay. I'll go there.
Okay, I'll be with you in a minute.
No problem. Nah, I'm gonna call this guy.
Kindly come with me.
Thank you.
Sit here, sir.
Well done, sir.
Good to see you, sir.
How today?
Fine, thank you. Please sit down.
Thank you very much.
This is your first time you're applying for the passport?
Yes, so first time.
All right, son. I need to take your photograph now. You need to take off your glasses.
Okay. They okay like this?
It's very okay. Do you,
Make I find.
do you have an handkerchief, please?
I catch if no day, but I go manage them like this. Make I find. 10 years.
All right, look straight in the camera. Okay, sir. All right. You need to sign here now, sir.
Okay. For here.
Yes, please. Okay. I need to take your biometrics. I'm starting with your left. I'm going to capture the first 4 fingers.
Left 4.
4 fingers. This
Okay,
way,
4.
sir.
Okay. Now wow.
All right, take it off. Place
Thank
the
you.
4 right fingers, sir.
Now.
Okay, so you need to place the 2 thumbs together. Okay. Please sit down, sir.
I feel wear my glasses now.
Yes, you can, sir. All right, so please come around, check your details.
Okay.
Yes. Your surname, sir.
Yes.
Your first name,
Yes.
your middle name,
Yes.
the date of birth.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so please write here. Data confirmed okay by me.
Waiting this one mean.
Just to give you go ahead, sir.
Okay. And what?
Here's your collection slip, sir.
When I go come back now like this?
Being a fresh case, it has to be 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yes, sir.
It no go pass.
It will not be, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day, sir.
And you too.
Yes, sir.
Outside. La 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 la. Well done, no. How to I dey find collection unit.
Collection units. Okay, call me direct.
Okay, thank you very much.
Get to your right.
Yeah.
And then you see the upper there.
Okay. Thank you. To my right. Yowa. Madam. How you doing now? Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
And I come here, come capture like 7 weeks now.
Okay.
But they tell me say na 6 weeks my passport go ready. I no can know, maybe I don late.
That na the slip when they give you when you capture.
The paper wey they give me be this.
Oh yeah, now. They don't produce them now. Make I check for them.
Man, they call this foolish boy. Where my food be? Hey. Auntie, you sure say na true? They don't produce them.
They don't produce them now.
Because it's okay.
No be Babatunde Suleiman.
Yes, now.
They don't produce them. I been stay here first.
Please, I beg. Everything wey you want do, I beg, do am. Hey, do am. Do am, oh.
Yes, your passport.
You don't finish.
No, wait first.
Wetin I go do?
Write your name and this thing.
Okay.
The details on the passport. Put am.
Okay. Now I never do am before, so.
And the passport number.
Okay.
I best specify. Say na you collect am.
And na me, Odogu, na me. Nobody else, me.
Thank you. Have a blessing. Seamless and simple.
Shikina. Hello. Oh boy, this thing they work. Oh, see your hair will be like cashew nut. I tell you, say this thing they work. I don't collect my passport. I mean, in fact, I even late, safe man.
Still standing on the existing protocol. I hope you are entertained. Thank you, ma. Information, they said, is power. But me, I said getting the right information is even more powerful. Why go through on an unsure route to do what you can actually do it yourself? Just go to our website, www.immigration.gov.ng, and apply it yourself. And come to think of it, what will make a full grown-up adult want to change his or her entire biodata? Or in the case of our drama, 15 years and 2 names. For what? Please, be like our happy customer. Help us to serve you better. Thank you.
Shall we give a resounding applause to the drama group? it's quite evident that we have talents in immigration service. Moving forward for today's program, it is time for the second paper presentation. I believe we can all see now. To take the second presentation is no other person than retired Deputy Controller General of Immigration, Funke Cecilia Adeoye, MPI. Please shall we put our hands together for her. I'm going to invite my colleague while Madam will be here standing facing the audience, and we take a profile. Thank you.
Mrs. Funke Cecilia Adeoye, MPI. She is a Deputy Comptroller General retired who served in the Nigerian Immigration Service for 27 years. She was the Comptroller at the Cross River State Command, between 2014 to 2018. Madam Funke was ACG Marine 2018. She was ACG Training and Staff Development 2019 to 2020. Mama was lead team member, NIS Training Strategy and Policy Documents. Madam Funke Adeoye was as well the focal person for the Nigerian Immigration Service on National Border Management Strategy between 2019 to 2023. She's presently a freelance facilitator, trainer, content development expert. Madam Funke consults on demand for some international non-governmental organizations like IOM, ICMPD. She volunteers for African Youth Growth Foundation as the state coordinator in Abeokuta, Ogun State. Can we put our hands together once again to welcome?
Before she starts taking the presentation, I've also been directed that we immediately as well invite the moderator for this session. And I have the privilege to invite another reformer and performer, retired CGI, Joseph Ude, OFR. He will be moderating the interactive session. You can do better than that. You can have your seat, sir.
Thank you. Let me lean on the robust existing protocol that my former boss, CGI retired David Chebu Paradanga, set at the onset of today's seminar. Acting Comptroller General, Mr. Uraola Adepoju, and all our very senior colleagues, CGs, DCGs, and all the retiree family. I welcome every one of us to this seminar presentation. I appreciate the effort of the organizing committee for the drama that has just been a caricature of NIS that all of us have just watched. It's a good prelude to what I'm going to be talking about. So the topic that I'm going to be sharing with us is, how can we provide quality service to Nigerians by Nigerian Immigration Service going forward? I'm not going to limit myself to Nigerians, because NIS is a government organization that has a lot of mandates, as has been set out in the Immigration Act 2015, Section 2, subsection A to F. So this is the outline, which I will be looking at: a brief introduction, the definition of terms, some terms, and where are we now as an organization? What are the challenges, what are the opportunities, and what are the effects of poor service? What are the tools that NI can deploy very quickly? Some that are very low-hanging fruits, and some that we need to really stretch our hands further, like our acting CGI has been advised, to reach out to other stakeholders that could help us. But there are some that are internal, that are very quick fixes that we can deploy to help us to be able to get out of where we are. No doubt, NIS has tried a great deal from the time of our founding father and up to now. We have had like about 17 or 18 comptroller generals. Shall we give a round of applause to our past leaders who have set a robust pace to take us to where we are? So we'll be looking at way forward, both short and long term, and a conclusion. So, brief introduction. NIS is a paramilitary agency of government, and not minding the fact that we are paramilitary, we still have a little appendage to the public service. And that is why some of our conduct sometimes, we are a little bit relaxed, because most of our functions are still remotely or partly being controlled by a public service setting. We wear uniform to the public, but inwardly sometimes we are limited somehow by the public service structure. So the Immigration Act has set forth all our mandates, starting from the control of entry of persons, managing migrants, issuance of travel documents, like we know, control, issuance of visas, residence permits. In addition to this, border patrol, border surveillance, and all other paramilitary duties, they are set out in the Immigration Act 2015, subsection 2A to F. So what is the purpose? We can see that the topic that has been chosen by the organizing, by the CJ and his management team, is apt, because Nigerian Immigration Service is at the forefront of a global view, and anywhere any of our retirees go to, people are still calling retirees disturbing them. We are not supposed, later we see that part of the challenges is external forces. If things are done right, I don't know why somebody need to call Oga Kuso. Please, I have issue with passport. When things are done right, I would be disturbing acting comptroller general. Or call somebody like me who don't even like to be involved in passport. When things are done right, people, public are served right, the things are done rightly, and everybody will be happier for it. So what are the purpose? The purpose is that we'll be able to identify gaps, measure these gaps, and be able to profile solutions. In fact, that is why we are here. Service is not static, it's dynamic. By the grace of God, I retired 3 years ago, yesterday, by God's grace, 2020, and most of our senior leaders, many of them have left. We have seen a group of our senior bosses that left 13, 15, 20 years ago, and many have passed. We give them respect. They have contributed their quota. So, and service will continue. It is not starting, and that is why it's supposed to be dynamic. So what are the other purposes? The other purpose is to ensure that it is to improve our service quality. If you don't measure the quality of the service that we are rendering, then there is no way, there will be no condition for improvement. We'll just be looking at how many facilities we are issuing. At our own, in our own eyes, we think that we are doing very well. But have you measured the quality of that job that you have done. Have you been able to meet the needs of those people you are serving or the government that is paying your salary? So we need to look at that. And then we'll be able to satisfy all our stakeholders. Our stakeholders are not limited to immigration alone, including other stakeholders that we all know that we shall look at later. And also, key to any of immigration function is national security. That is our main mandate. Passport is a security document too. So we should not allow that to becloud us. It's not responding. Okay. So I will not bore us through the history of NIS. We already know that. NIS started 60 years ago from Kakawa Street. And today, yesterday we celebrated 68th year. Started with our first CFIO, very respectable late Harrison. And from that till now, we have had about like 15 or 16 retired CGIs, both retired. And many of us, by the grace of God, many of them are alive today and they are here. Can we give them a round of applause again? The service is grateful to all of us, all of you, for your noble and robust contribution to NIS. So and since then, the service has continued to grow. The services we rendered has continued to grow. So we are working actively. I just want to give us a few data. In 2021, NIS issued over 1,000 travel passports. The movements at the land borders, at the airports, was over 2 million. At land borders, over 350. At the sea crossings, 340. And also residence permits, like over 13,000. So we can see that, and visa issuance, both temporary work permit, visas on arrivals, and other categories of visas globally were over 40-something thousand. So when you look at all these thousands and millions, you can see that the service that NIS is rendering has grown beyond leaps and bounds. At the end of year 2022, I don't have enough data for all the other activities, but passport that was issued was about 1.9 million. So we can see the gap between 2021 and 2022. Maybe this year, we are all talking about the Japa syndrome. So these are the things we continue to think about. What is the future of migration? What is NIS doing to prepare proactively for challenges that this type of migration may bring forth? It means that our activities will be revved up both locally and at international level. So we need to, so we look at terms. What are the key terms that we have in this subject matter? The first thing we look at is quality. Quality was defined by J. Duran as a product or service that meets a customer's needs. And there must be a reward. It is not just to meet from the drama that we have watched. Some people will come, they will have a long experience, long story, they suffer, they pass through a lot of stress. At the end of the day, they get their passport. Are they satisfied? I want to ask us, are such people satisfied? They are not. Let's satisfy that after like 3, 4, 5, 6 months, they get their passport. Within their mind, they have very bitter stories. And not only passport, what about our activities at the border crossing points, at the airports, at the land crossing points, at the sea frontiers? What is the experience of people that pass through all those corridors? So we must ensure that we have services, we produce services that people need, but after providing, what is the benefit? It must give them satisfaction. Any service that we provide that does not provide satisfaction is not a good service. There are 3 levels of service that was proposed by J.O. Boss et al. They conducted the research and they looked at 3 levels of quality. The first one is acceptable quality. The other type of is appropriate, and the other one is aspirational. From what I can see in all our activities, I can see that we are at the acceptable level. I don't know, that is just my own assessment. Acceptable is good, but it's not substandard, but it's not a wow experience. Where we should be maybe probably in between. Do that which is appropriate. That which our laws, our regulations, our standards have set out. This is the way you should do things. Then we follow that pathways, we follow that procedure, and at the end of the day, our stakeholders will be satisfied. And also aspirational quality service. In fact, globally in corporate world, that is where big organizations and corporate organizations are. Like I said, the bane of our main challenge is because we are a paramilitary person still operating in civil service. We don't have no competition. We monopolize the passport issuance process, residence permit, visas. But if we are not very careful, we don't do it very right, I hope government will not take a drastic action to take part of this schedule. So what are the attributes of quality? We can see all the attributes here. It is beautiful. It's the one that it shows performance. It is reliable. It is consistent. It is not that somebody will go on social media today and say, oh, I went to social passport office. I was treated nicely. And beyond that facade, we have so many thousands of Nigerians that are suffering in silence. So we must ensure that what we are doing is reliable, it's consistent. It is consistent with NIS as an organization. We should have that organization culture where people will see us as an organization that is providing reliable service and consistent service. Is it safe? What about the quality of our service, our work environment? Are they safe for customers to come to? How accessible are our facilities? How accessible are our facilities for people who are vulnerable? Most of our service points, do we have gangways where somebody who is on a wheelchair can access facility in the premises? Are they in conformance with the extant rules? Are they in conformance with the rules? If they are not in conformance, then it cannot be a good service. Do they satisfy customers? Do they make immigration to be very attractive? And then, are they innovative? Are we creating innovative ways of rendering our service? So, what is service? I'm trying to look at the key points in the subject matter. Service is something that is intangible. It is not something you can hold. But it provides an activity between one party or the other. And that is what we are doing. It's, like we have said, it means specific needs. And also, it is not static. I've mentioned that before. It is not static. So what are the services that NIS is providing? We all know that we don't have external stakeholders that are many here. They have listed there passport issuance to Nigerians. Of course, we don't serve Nigerians alone. Visa services to foreigners, and even some Nigerians who are holders of dual nationals, or who are Nigerians by birth, who decide to hold another national passport. They choose visit embassies and missions for visas if they want to come home. Residence permit, migrant issuance, border security, control function, and internal security activities, which we are neglecting. What is the measurement for our activity in internal security? How well are we monitoring activities that are happening around us? Even going outside from the border now to the interland. These are the stakeholders of NIS. Like I said, our stakeholders are not limited to Nigerians alone. We can see them. Migrant seeking residence permit, passport applicants, visa applicants, government institutions, foreign embassies in Nigeria, refugees and asylum seekers, NGOs, and so many other stakeholders. Migrants. So you can see, I brought this small background. We can see what service is all about. We can see that service may look very big to us, as if it is something that is very, very difficult to handle, to manage. But when you use technology or bring in some tools, it will be very easy to carry. So when you apply the necessary tools, you apply the necessary regulation, you set the standard, it will be very easy to deliver service. It is a process of fulfilling services to customer and clients. And it is relevant everywhere, not only in immigration, in businesses, in organizations, and all the others. So these are the key components of service delivery. Does it satisfy our customers? Do we have a service designed specifically for customer satisfaction or delivery of our activities? Do we have enough resource allocation? We have been talking about it. Our past leaders have talked about need for adequate funding to be able to render quality service as it is expected. Are we talking about quality assurance? It is not only rendering that quality, but that from the start of our engagement with our stakeholders to the end of a facility, are they assured that we are providing them with quality service? Do we solve problems? From that drama, we have seen that there are some attempts to resolve problems, but many people's problems are not solved. We should not deceive ourselves. Do you agree with me? We are not here to deceive ourselves. We are here to talk to ourselves frankly. We are not where we are supposed to be. Then feedback and improvements. There are so many of us that we are so complacent with where we are. You have to, there should globally competitive corporate organization now, they talk about continuous improvement. We are so complacent. Where we are, the way we do things 10, 15, 20 years ago, we want to continue to operate in that line. We cannot be competitive under that type of operation. So what is quality service? Quality service is delivering a service that meets expectation and even go beyond that. That was what I told us the other time. An aspirational quality service. Not only limiting yourself to where you are supposed to be, but going even higher than that, so that your customers will be happy. It will be delivered in a timely manner, efficient, effective. It will be customer-centric, result in positive experience for the end user. Some of these attributes that I've just mentioned now, they are already in our organizational culture. What is NIS mission? What is NIS vision? Our vision talks about providing, be a service that is efficient, that is effective, that is manned by well-motivated workforce. What about our mission? It talks about having a service that is able to manage efficiently both border management and security management, border management and migration management. So all these things are already in our organizational culture. Are we working in that line? Are we working concertedly? Another group of researchers, Sekma et al. In 1990, they looked at 5 dimensions of quality. They look at reliability of quality of service that is served, how responsive is the service, how assured that people are with what you give, how well do we show empathy, and what is the tangibility? Can people see it? That you are doing something. You know, there are some of our service points. When customers even come, you see us doing some other thing. I was in an office one day when I was in Ibadan, and a client came very early, and he saw us, we were already busy. And he told me, he said, "Madam, I'm very surprised that you people are very busy here." I will not mention the place that he said. He said, whenever I visited a command somewhere, when I first arrived, it is that time all of them will start doing their faces. They do makeup, they change their uniform. You see the type of impression that type of client we have about us. It is supposed to be a place where people will come, speedily you attend to them, speedily you render service, and you move forward. And how well our services usable? Are they usable? We have platforms, we have websites. Are they user-friendly? Someone to be able to deal with. So these are the importance of a good quality service. It enhances national security, It's good for economic growth. If we don't work very well, we may not be able to generate revenue for the government. Also, it imposes public trust and enhances our reputation. We are still going to go to that level. What is the reputation of Nigerians about us? And also, strengthen international cooperation. So who is a bona fide Nigerian? I don't want us, when we are talking about this present, I don't want to think too far. Yes, who is a bona fide Nigerian? Is anybody in this room who is not a Nigerian? Anybody here? Most of our stakeholders have left. So we are talking about rendering service to, including all of us. As a uniform, as a personnel of NIS, you too, you require service, don't you? You apply for facilities in HR, in so many directorates. How do you feel if you are not served well? So you are equally a stakeholder. In Nigeria, according to Nigerian Constitution, from section 25 to 33, persons who are born either by birth, registration, or naturalization, according to 1999 Constitution as amended, that's who a Nigeria is. So what are the goals of service delivery? Goal, like we have said, is to meet demand in timely manner. There is a gap model that was discussed by researchers. They measure quality of service by the difference between customers' expectation and customers' perception. That gap is what decides how people measure quality service. How well are you delivering your service based on what you are doing? So, what do Nigerian customers want? Do you always think like this at times? What do they want from you as an immigration officer? So I want to take us to some of our websites, Twitter. I went to the Nigerian Twitter, our NIS Twitter, to read out some comments from Nigerians. You know, we are celebrating. They are supposed to be celebrating with us, but let's read their comments. This guy said, I wish you guys will dedicate this handle to listening and also attend to sensitive issues of the people, especially passport problems associated with capturing and all other genuine concerns. That is one comment from a Nigerian. Let's see another person. This was done by yesterday. I think we have seen. Date, what date is there? Okay, yesterday while we were celebrating August 1st. Do you think Nigerians are thinking about your celebration from this comment? I don't think about your celebration. August 1st, yesterday. See the time when we are rejoicing. They are thinking about how their problems will be solved. Let's look at another Twitter handle. You can see. I wish we had a Nigerian Immigration Service where you can get your international passport at the nick of time by simply applying, paying the official amount, and not having to go through anyone. At the end of the day, look at the last comment. Congratulations anyway. Is that very good one? Anyway, irrespective of what I'm passing through, congratulations anyway. So you can see the comments of Nigerians. This was also yesterday, 9:23 a.m. With all the fanfare we're advertising, NIS 60. NIS 60. Look at the thinking of Nigerians. So as we are thinking about this celebration, let us think deep and reflect. What is the impact of our activities on the people that we serve? Are we doing it rightly? Let's see another tweet. Another one, it says celebrate with glasses that are, shattering. This as I said, but we need to get clarity. As one passport to be ready, you can see, they are not thinking about what we are thinking about. They are thinking, their worries are about, how do I get my passport? When passport will be ready, you can't write pick-up date, as also date. And 20 days after, no one knows when it will be ready. It is nothing to celebrate. I brought out some of this for us to have a realistic appraisal of where are we. So we should not think that everything is uhuru. It does not mean that we are not doing well. We have a lot of successes. We are government agencies that are paid to perform and to deliver and make people happy with our activities. So this was also yesterday, August 1st at 7:34. This is another complaint of somebody with mark of being beaten. And look at his comment. He said, there are several complaints with genuine facts on how NS officers always insulting and harassing people. The worst part of it, many of them are not foreigners. Sometimes even government officials face such merciless behavior from them. Is this a very good reputation? Gentlemen, colleagues, officers, me I'm a retiree or I'm old school, but is this complimentary? Let us think about this. So, from the drama that have been demonstrated, is it that we don't have channels of lodging complaint? Of course, no. There are established, our past leaders have tried as much as possible to ensure that we reinvigorate the service, to improve the service. The past administration, Oga Jere, Oga Asia, Oga Babande, all of them have tried to have a modern service. Look at that beautiful building, technology building. People come there, they see, they leave the place and they suffer. Would they be happy? We are talking of technology. We are wearing beautiful uniforms and people are suffering. So, these are the facilities that government has provided. The service has provided it. Top management has provided with the collaboration of all our officers. It was not done alone. All of us were party to this initiative. NIS has email handle where you can log complaint. We have a Twitter handle where people can complain. Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, customer contact desk that spent a lot of money to put in place. 24/7 officers suffer. They stay there, they work back to back to ensure that they do this work and receive complaints. But how well, what is the standard of this response to some of these complaints that we receive? So these are the other windows. And of course, the handle of government, the government tool for monitoring customer engagement is the Servicom. NIS has robust Servicom structure in all states of the Federation, in the service headquarters and in all commands. How well are we deploying using this desk? From the drama we saw that complaints were listened to, but how effective is that? What is the total number of people that were resolving their complaints? Not only passport, visas, residence permit. How many of them, how many of these problems are we resolving? We are trying, we are working very hard. We are rolling out facilities. But what is the percentage vis-a-vis people that are complaining? So, notwithstanding the availability of all these beautiful platforms, like our acting CGI, she sees everything around her beautiful, my beautiful sister. So, we are so many beautiful, very beautiful, all of us are beautiful. He said, notwithstanding this, the major concern is the extent to which are we deploying this standard, these facilities meaningfully to serve the purposes for which they have been established. So let's look at that. So what about our public engagement activities? I was very happy when I saw an engagement that our retired CGI, Oga David Paradan, had on an NCA chat that he listened to an engagement on passport issues to educate. We need to do more of this. We need to do more of this. See a retired person helping us. Some of our guys, our retired persons with a wealth of your experience, sir. Please don't let us leave this our family, this immigration household alone. There are so many things that we can still do to share our experience, to reach out to people, to educate them, to enlighten them, so that we'll be able to join them, to be able to sensitize people to do what is needful. We all need to listen to that interview. It's already on YouTube. It's already on YouTube. So we need to do that. So there are a lot of engagements that we already have. What efforts are we making? All this engagement will ensure that it is well planned, it is systematic, it is credible, it is consistent, proactive, and deliberate. And more so, our engagement should be professional. Some of our activities are not professional. If somebody wants to do passport, as the person is just coming, come, see, bring money, or you want to, needs visa on arrival, it is so money. You not even educate the person. These are the requirements that you need. The status are there. On the website, it is explained there. These are the things you require to obtain these facilities. We are not interested in engaging with our stakeholders to educate them. Are we ready to change? I'm asking us. No, answer now. Most people at the back are not responding. Are we ready to change? Because we cannot continue like this. So, if you think that's the way you want to continue, then see, as we are looking at our past leaders, we are very happy. The time we come, when we don't have any service get to that level, if they take this job from us and they give it to other people, do you have a service to look at? Of course, no. So you must engage continuously. Activate public complaint resolution. Then let it remain active, robust, and result-oriented. It must be enforced. So where are we now? We have tried to explain where we are. From even that drama, we know our present situation. So what are the effects of a poor quality service? A poor quality service can compromise national security. Somebody comes to you, I need passport. You have not even found out whether the person is a Nigerian. Bring so money, you collect, do online for the person, and give the person passport. Are we supporting national security? Colleagues, of course no. We are not. It also delays economic growth, loss of public trust, loss of respect, negative image and reputation, brain drain, talent loss, corruption and bribery, strained international relations, reduction in, I intentionally put this last one, reduction in NIS mandate by government on the ground of poor performance. We know that it has happened before. If you don't perform a schedule very well, I know some of us that are not happy that why is migration issue? Why is it with NCA, National Commission for Refugees, Migrants, and Internally Displaced Persons? We are not happy about it that it is not under immigration. Even the schedule they have given to us, are we doing them properly? So if you don't wake up and do this, carry out these activities very well, they can take part of your schedule and say immigration has too much to handle. They are not doing it. Let's give to another agency. So many people are already canvassing to take part of border patrol. So many agencies are strongly into it because we are not doing it well. And we'll be complaining that the government has deployed civil defense to border. What is your own, dear? Do your own work. If you do your own work, they do their own. So what are the expectations from Nigerians? And what is public perception? The expectation of Nigeria is that they are expecting from us an excellent world-class service. That is what they desire. They desire a transparent and corrupt-free interaction. They desire a quick and seamless services. They declare clear and specific guidelines about what to expect them to do. They don't want their time to be wasted. Less wasting of time. And so what is the public perception of us from all this? Some people see immigration as wicked and unsympathetic. Some people see us as a corrupt agency. Some, a place to make money. There are some that say it's a place where one cannot get anything done without knowing. So from the drama you have seen now, it has portrayed a lot of all this. Where people will come to nobody will attend to you if you don't know anybody. These were some of the issues that Ogapi handled in that interface. To dilute the perception of people that it is not so. You can follow due process, go to the website, follow the due procedure to do any of the immigration activities, and you'll be served. We need to look critically into this. They see us sometimes as an inefficient agency. And our staff strain us. Our staff are strenuous, long, and laborious when they come in contact with us. So what are the challenges that this has posed? Currently, as we speak, we do not have an organization policy on quality management system. When you don't have a policy document on how to manage quality, we'll just be operating at that acceptable level that I talked about. Acceptable, it's okay. Oh. So long as I'm able to come to work, they pay my salary, that is all. I do what I can do and go to my house. Soldier go, soldier come. We'll be operating at that level. Most of our operators are still largely manual. How well can we improve to ensure that we migrate from this largely manual operation? Over the years, there has been tremendous improvement. From the time of our CGI Gaude upward, they have tried to see how to migrate us to IPs, how to change the passport standard, how to have an electronic, some of our activities in an electronic manner. But be that as it may, some of other activities that are still largely manual, what are we doing? How are we going to ensure that all our processes and procedures are upgraded to an electronic one? What about poor network and our infrastructures? What are we doing about them? Inadequate front-end reception for interfacing with applicants. Undue interference from stakeholders, both officers and government officials, like I was telling you. There are some people, when you call them, they say, this retiree, they disturb person. Like I was saying, if you do your work well, will any retiree call you? Of course they will not. When people are not sad, they'll be disturbing people that they know. Like we have said, if I call this person, if you help me call the person, my work will be done. So try and do the work very well so that people will not be disturbing people who will be disturbing you. And technical partner, we need to engage properly with our technical partners. All the activities that we issue, it is not only immigration that is at the back, at the end alone. You must continue to engage with them. Let them see the challenges the way we are seeing it, so that they too can continue to work together. We cannot do it alone. We engage with all our technical partners, Contact, Iris, all of them. We sit together to have a round table conference to look at our challenges. What do you think we can do to remove all these challenges that we are experiencing so that our services will be better? Poor response and feedback mechanism. We can see that we are responding, but it is not adequate. We need to engage personnel that will be able to respond 24/7. If we need to deploy new channels that will be very responsive, please let us do that. Poor consequence management. When some people do what is bad, when they are rendering, when they do not do right, and we don't manage it, we allow them to go, then it will continue. So what are you doing about managing people that are involved in sharp practices well, that are putting the name of the organization into disrepute? Of course, poor organizational culture with respect to innovation. I put this one because in the Moniz project, we are talking about an NS that is competitive. When you talk about encouraging personnel to be innovative, bring up ideas. We have highlighted a lot of issues here. You can send circulars to commands all over the Federation. If you have any idea, bring it, let's do a prototype of how we can solve this problem very quickly. And then you reward them. You see that people will be very active. You have great thinkers in NIS that their talents are underutilized. So let us look at that. And we see that we are going to move from where we are. So we need to have an organizational culture that have respect for ideation and innovation. And when that is done, they should be rewarded. So there are deployable tools that are used now, great enterprises, that they use to improve performance. The KC model, that is on continuous improvement. How do you deploy these technologies in such a way that you can use software to ensure that your activities are fast-track based on use of technology? Have a total quality management system that everybody in the organization knows about it and they are carried along. We need to do this. You can also deploy the Plan, Do, Check, Act model, the Lean manufacturing scheme. Lean is talking about how to do your work, reducing waste of time, loss, less quality. It's a lot of technology that can be deployed with technology that you can incorporate into the existing system that you have, such that our facilitations will be improved. It will be enhanced. Six Sigma, service support, and of course, technology. If you open a Google app of some organization, as you are entering the app like this, you see somebody wants you to just come up, chat. How can I help you? Can we not do something like that in immigration? Is it not possible? So that we interface well ahead with people. Mobile apps, social media networks, and monitoring tools. So this is deploying technology. And so what are the suggestions to improve service delivery? Despite our NIS, we are a monopoly, and that is why we are not competitive. I continue to repeat that too. We are not competitive. We are happy where we are because nobody is issuing passport. If you have another organization that if you don't do well, somebody will leave you and go there. Are we not going to wake up? So let us start thinking. Think out of the box and see how can we ensure that our facilities are brought to corporate level so that we operate like corporate organization where we are able to respond, we respond to complaint, we do our work well as a corporate organization. We must deliver excellent service to the public. It is a must. That is why government is paying you. You must deliver. You must desire it. Desire to provide quality service. You must also take actions. This action we are talking about is immediate. Anywhere your acting CG goes to, they ask us so many questions because of your actions and inactions. So we need to take very quick action. I'm not talking about something that has to be delayed. It has to be very quick. Also, we identify all our stakeholders and engage with them. There is a platform that we are supposed to, that is already in the border management strategy document. Stakeholders forum on border management. How well are we utilizing this platform to engage with all stakeholders in the border management scope so that we continue to discuss some of these our problems, challenges we are talking about. Okay, I said you relate with the border development agency, National Boundary Commission, finance, foreign affairs. All of them are members of this committee. We are the lead agency in border management according to National Migratory Policy 2015. But are we very active? If somebody else take this schedule now, we'll be crying. They have taken our job. So let us wake up, please. Establishing feedback mechanism. Make good use of technology. Make good use of technology. So in doing this, I've seen that the quick way to go is for us to create metrics. What are the YASI that we can use to measure that we are performing well? And when we create these metrics, we can convert them to key performance indicators. So what are the things we can look at? What from statistics, what is the time between cycle time from somebody made a request and the time their request is delivered? Is there anything wrong for us to have a database of that type of activity so that it will wake us up to improve on what we are doing? What about complaint resolution time? Somebody lodged complaint, like in the bank. You enter the public bank today. If I entered one day, I went to bank. I complained. Sorry, they deducted my money. It was not delivered. If they cannot solve it immediately, they take my complaint, and in another 10-20 minutes, you receive a text. Thank you for visiting our branch. We have your case has been documented and reported to us. You are going to hear from your case will be resolved within 7 days. Can we not do that? So that people will know that you are doing something about their problem. And then customer feedback. How many of the people that complain to us did we give? Do you have a data of such? When we have a data of all this, then we can be able to measure what we are doing, whether we are really doing right. And number of late tasks. The head of the Civil Service Commissioner has developed an app for government officials that has performance management system. They give you tasks and they measure the task. So how well are you able to measure tasks that you have given, the roles and responsibilities that you gave to your staff? These are the metrics you can use to measure. So short-term way forward, we can streamline our action and processes. I will soon leave, yes. Streamlining our actions and processes. How can we shorten our processes with technology? Expand service points if it is possible. Decentralize approvals and certain services to commands. Make resources more available. Passport booklets, visa vignettes, so many things that money, resources that people can use to improve their activity. Deployment of right fit personnel to service points. Increasing the resources at existing service point. Training and skill development. Training and training and training. Something that should not long-term continuous training. Training is continuous. Somebody can be trained daily throughout the career so that you continue to improve. Digitalization and process automation. We need that. Effective customer service centers and feedback mechanism. Of course, time promotion and awards to quality performance. So these are the loop that you can use. Build, experiment, set baseline, measure with metrics, analyze, hypothesize, and then you solve the problem. So conclusion, like what we have been able to educate ourselves, NI is a critical agency of government, rendering so many critical facilities, especially the one that bordered on border security. We must ensure that our role in facilitating safe, orderly, and regular migration and protection of national security is very essential. Our services are very, very critical, and we must hold that. We must also ensure that we provide quality service to Nigerians and other stakeholders, not only Nigerians. We must embrace reforms that prioritize training and skill development, technology integration, transparency, and customer-centric approaches. And if we are able to do all this and we are able to put in place professionalism, it's going to build the reputation of NIS to be an efficient, reliable, and organization. And through all these efforts, we'll be able to move forward together in fulfilling our main mandate with excellence, meeting the expectation of Nigerian people and other stakeholders, and sky will be our limit. Thank you very much, and happy 60th anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you very much, ma. DCG retired FC Adewi. We are grateful. She's retired but not tired. You can take your seat. She's retired but not tired. And indeed, it is an honor to be seated here with these distinguished Nigerians, great Nigerians, to be seated under the same roof with our fathers when it comes to NIS. Many of them are our fathers. Some are grandfathers, and some are great grandfathers. Some of them retired before I joined the service. And I think I won't be wrong if I say some of them are our ancestors. Yes. So our fathers, our grandfathers, our great-grandfathers, and our ancestors, thank you. We do not take your presence here for granted. You're welcome. We shall be entertaining few questions, and we'll be handing over to the moderator of this session, former CGI Chikura Ude OFR. He shall be moderating this session, but we will entertain few questions. If there are questions, please, you can indicate. Wow, we have many. I will start by giving the mic to, yeah, you can take the mic. We have our former CGI, David Paradan. Sorry? Okay. Sorry.
Thank you. Hello? Thank you very much. I definitely will want us to congratulate retired DCG for this wonderful, robust paper she has just presented to us. Thank you very much and congratulations. Because looking at the topic, you will say, quality service. Where do I start from? Will it have any flesh? But she has succeeded in putting a lot of flesh on this topic. And I look at this topic as the very bedrock of our service, because we are basically a service rendering organization. Ours is service rendering. And most of the negative perception we receive as a service is from the quality of our service delivery. I think Madam has really touched on very, very important areas, looking at us as a purely government organization enjoying the monopoly of passport management. And she's looked at other areas, our visa delivery service, our border management capabilities. And then she's highlighted areas that we need to improve on. Haven't kind of highlighted what quality service is all about and the expectation of the public from all of us. The area she again laid emphasis on is on the use of ICT to achieving our set objective. And you will agree with me that maybe one of the major problems the service is handling with respect to effective passport management delivery is in the area of scarcity of booklets. But that notwithstanding, I think the use of ICT has kind of helped in the management of passports. And she has highlighted one area again for us to be conscious of. If we don't do it well, chances are government will take it away from us. If we do not manage our service delivery effectively and efficiently, government will take it away from us. So it is left to us to kind of re-examine ourselves and see that we improve on our passport and service delivery capabilities. Because it's like we have to ask ourselves, are we traders or are we government civil servants? If we are traders, then we can go ahead and begin to trade and bargain on how to get booklet and what have you, like the drama that was shown us. So we have to look at ourselves, go back to the drawing board, and convince ourselves that we are there to render quality and effective service. And government has given us the tools and modern tools that we should use in delivering quality service. Take, for example, our service delivery at the airports. You must agree with me that we are the face of the nation. We are the first that anybody coming into this country will see. And we are the last that they see on departure. So whatever level of, whatever quality of service we render at the point of entry to people coming into our country, that's the lasting impression they go with. So we must, as a matter of policy, improve on the quality of service that we deliver. And Madam has again gone to telling us what excellent service is all about. And even without her stressing what excellent service is all about, we all know what excellent service is all about. This idea of having middlemen managing our passport issuance system, it's not doing all of us any good. And like she rightly said, that is why a lot of people will go back to retired officers and say, please come help me. The passport administration or passport management system, the infrastructure put there, the ICT tools put there, they They are self-managing. They don't need anybody to interfere. They don't. But unfortunately, like one of our ministers will always tell us, may his soul rest in peace, Shagaya, he said the Nigerian factor will always creep in. And what is crippling our passport administration system is the Nigerian factor. And most people want to join the service, I want to come and make money. If you want to make money, please go to the private sector. Public service is for service rendering, quality service rendering. Go and make your money in the private sector. We all like money, but we have to be civilized in the way we pursue these things. Having said all that, I want to congratulate and thank Madam for the robust presentation she has made, the quality of our paper, and bringing to the fore some of those problems you and I know exist, and you and I know we are capable of solving them. And I want to reiterate, please, we must improve on our service delivery capabilities. Otherwise, government will take away this job from us. They have done part of it by creating, they created NAPTIP. NAPTIP is our job. Let's be honest with ourselves. And if we don't improve, the other time before I left, the police were already positioning themselves to even creep into border patrol situation. The military want to do border patrol. Everybody wants to do border patrol. But if we show that we are capable and able to do it, nobody will dare come near us. So I will crave the indulgence of management that they should please reprioritize our needs and reduce the number of people. This is my own personal opinion now. I'm making my own contribution now. Reduce the number of personnel in our passport offices. Reduce it. We have areas of challenge, plenty areas of challenge. I want to believe, and I am yet to be convinced, our local government offices are dead. Our local government offices are dead. We should improve. We need service. We need people to go and deliver service at the borders. We need quality service delivery at the airports. And then we need to improve our quality service delivery at the passport offices. But most importantly, let us reduce the number. If we reduce the number, I think it will be better managed. Having said this, please, I'm sorry I had to digress. I will now want to call on my distinguished colleagues, retired colleagues, and then the CG, officers and men of the service, to proffer solutions or ask questions, if there are, to the presenter of the paper.
I think it's on now. Madam, I would like to thank you most sincerely for a very, very well written, researched, and presented paper. We don't expect less from you. You've done a very good job. I would like to quickly proceed from what my boss said, Mr. Ode said. Let us not deceive ourselves that we have monopoly of this immigration job we are doing. Oga UK and maybe Uday were here when passports were not being issued by Nigerian Immigration Service. They were issued by Ministry of Foreign Affairs. These are government agencies, and it has been taken away from them.